Hey, Nelson George with Follow the Sound. I'm on the corner of 62nd Street and Broadway, and I've been trying to find 36 West 62nd Street, which is somehow buried perhaps behind this big condo here, or it could be over here in this corner, I'm not sure. But I was looking for what used to be called Hurrahs, and it was from 1976 to early 81. It was the premier and maybe the pioneering rock dance club in New York City. There was a movement or phrase called DOR, dance-oriented rock. As the disco era went on, people who were in rock music were looking for alternatives. They didn't want to dance to disco. And rock and roll had started as dance music, and it sort of had gotten away from it as it became rock. Right? It was rock and roll with dance music. So this was an attempt to link up the roots of rock and roll with the new sounds, particularly the new wave bands. They were both coming out of places like London and Los Angeles. So you had, you could hear, Pump It Up by Elvis Costello, segue into Tainted Love by Sauce Cell, segue into That's What I Like About You, by the Romantics. So this spot here, Hurrahs, did a few really pioneering things. One, it was one of the first places that anyone ever heard of that had TV screens and played music videos inside the theater. So, and it's the theater inside the club. So there were screens around the room, and it was playing music videos. This was in '80, a good year or more before MTV. So they were ahead of the game on that. Also, a place where a lot of bands made their New York debut. The Cure played their first shows here. I think 3 nights here, but their first shows in New York. New Order, which had just started out of the ashes of Joy Division. Ian Curtis had died 4 months before. New Order, the new band, without Ian Curtis, made their American debut here at Hurrahs. Also, just for you fans of music video, David Bowie shot his video for Fashion here. And Fashion was one of those DOR kind of records in that it was David Bowie, and it was, but it had a little bit of a rock thing, but it was definitely a dance record as well. So, a place like Hurrah kind of existed as a alternative to what disco had been doing. Had a run, and then actually, as this dance-oriented rock thing became more and more popular, other bigger venues began programming it, and so Hurrahs and a bunch of other spots like it didn't make it. But here you go, somewhere around here was Hurrahs. This is Nelson George. Follow the sound. Please subscribe when you can. More stories to come.